How good does Bell need to be this season?
Oh, he needs to be Le'Veon Bell. He can't be like some approximation of Le'Veon Bell, just a good running back. He needs to be the best running back in football. And he's the best football player who plays that position. Because it's not just that you can give him the ball and he can run the ball for you. He can line up anywhere you want as a receiver. In the slot, outside. He's just a great overall player. In fact, when I think of the greatest players I've ever seen play that position, when Le'Veon Bell is healthy, he is in that conversation, no doubt about it. And that is why the Pittsburgh Steelers offense the last couple of years, we've been waiting for them to all be on the field together, and I've been thinking maybe that could be the greatest offense of all time. Not only with these modern spread offenses, they're so good, but you have a Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, and then two guys, remember we talked about the best triplets like ever, the three skills positions. Maybe these guys are that because Roethlisberger's Hall of Fame, Antonio Brown is just about as good as anyone who ever did it. And so is Le'Veon Bell. That's what makes them special. I know Martavis Bryant is 6'5" and he can fly down the sidelines and he can actually catch the ball. I get that, and that absolutely adds to it. They have a really good offensive line. That adds to it. But the thing that makes them different more than anyone, Stephen A., is Le'Veon Bell. Roethlisberger's getting older. Took him a while to show you he was still Roethlisberger last year. He's injury prone. He takes a beating. It's his style of play. You need Bell to be absolutely elite. And even then, you're probably not going to get by the Patriots. So if Bell is anything less than his normal self, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in trouble.
Well, listen, I disagree with you. I don't think he needs to be his normal self. Certainly, he rushed for, 1,200-plus yards last year, averaged about 4.9 yards a carry. We get that he has to be productive. I'm not knocking that. And there definitely needs to be moments where he's reminding folks that he's the best running back in football. But in terms of statistics, he doesn't need to be but so formidable. What he needs to be is an ideal decoy. It's important for him to be on the field healthy because you know what he can do when those components are all aligned. When you take that into consideration, the fact that you got Martavis Bryant back with Antonio Brown, you've got tight ends, you've got a stout offensive line, and Big Ben Roethlisberger is behind center. I think what you need from Le'Veon Bell is to make sure that he is healthy and ready to go, that he is on the field capable of being a game breaker at any particular moment. He doesn't have to have the quote-unquote outstanding season. He has to have outstanding moments. He has to have moments where you are reminded of what Le'Veon Bell can do, what he can be. And obviously, he needs to be healthy and on the field, and there doesn't need to be any questions about that. But as long as that's the case, the Steelers are going to be fine, and here's why. What else is in the AFC North? Browns, Bengals are formidable, but they're allergic to prosperity come postseason time. We all know that. So obviously,
Mixon might help them out a little bit, though.
Well, you can say that
by the end of the year. Yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you why I disagree with that. I think Mixon can play. I think Mixon is going to be an asset. But it was not like Giovanni Bernard or anybody or Hill couldn't get the job done for them in the past. The point is, the issue with Cincinnati is never their talent. It's their culture. So that's their issue. Okay, so I'm not thinking about the talent because they've always. You're damn right he doesn't help.
Or are we talking about just getting to the playoffs? That's one thing.
No.
But Pittsburgh has much higher standards. They have much higher possibilities than just making the playoffs.
Which is why I'm saying to you that decoy is important. It wasn't that Le'Veon Bell didn't have a great game against New England. It's that he could barely play. He was only in there for a few plays because he wasn't available. If he's on the field, you have to change things schematically. You have to pay attention to him. And if you've got wideouts, along with somebody on the interior at your tight end spot that can do some things for you between the seams, then I think you're fine. And that's what, to me, the issue with the Steelers is always their defense. Offensively, I'm not worried about them in the slightest, whether Le'Veon Bell is outstanding or not, because as long as he's on the field and healthy, you have to pay attention to him.